Hello friends, welcome to See Astrology. So after a long time I am posting another video. It's a very important video on Saturn and Moon combination. Yes, a lot of people they get scared when they see this combination in the chart. It's called Vish Dosha in Vedic Jyotish, in Hindu Jyotish. So today we'll discuss very shortly on this topic of Saturn and Moon conjunction in your chart. So let's begin the video. Saturn and Moon conjunction. Saturn and Moon conjunction is called Vish Dosha. Yes, it's a very severe combination, as a lot of people might have heard from YouTube channels or when you go through different classical books, and it is mentioned there that when Saturn and Moon conjunct together, they form a very severe combination and the person goes into depression. He will face a lot of obstacles in his life and all that stuff. But actually this is not true, because lot of things you need to analyze first and see whether this wish dosha is a positive wish dosha or a negative wish dosha. So for that we need to understand few significations of both the planets. In short, I will explain you. Let's for Moon. Moon is your mind. Whatever you think, what is going inside your mind, it is observed and Moon is the karaka for mind, you can say. It particularly holds what is going inside your mind and what are you thinking, what are your plans and all those things. It relates to Moon. So Moon is a very calm and quiet planet. In Hindu Jyotish, Moon is called a childish planet. So when any other planet conjuncts with Moon or when aspects Moon, his qualities, the other planet qualities, very soon gets inside the Moon, that is inside a person's mind. So this is the quality of Moon you have to understand. Moon is a very soft planet and it's a very cool planet. It's a very luxurious planet. So a lot of predictions can come through with the Moon and Saturn conjunction, but I will explain you in very basic steps what we need to predict about Saturn and Moon conjunction. So Saturn, few things you need to know about Saturn is Saturn in Vedic Jyotish or Hindu Jyotish is called the planet of sorrow. Yes, it can bring lot of distress, lot of sorrow in your life, but he is the planet of discipline. He is the planet of hard work. He is the planet of job in your Lagna chart or in your birth chart. That is the planet who rules your profession, who rules your job. If Saturn is weak, there will be problem in your professional life. And Saturn is like a planet of disciplines. He sets a circle within itself and you cannot go beyond that circle, or you cannot go against against those things, and you cannot go out of that circle and work. So this is the significations of Saturn. Like Saturn also is a very, you can say, intellectual planet. A lot of people that don't know about this, but yes, when placed in Aquarius sign, or Aquarius sign itself is a very intellectual sign of philosophy. A lot of people who have Saturn in Aquarius, or when the Aquarius sign is placed in particular house with some planetary combination, they are into astrology. So Saturn is also a planet which relates to astrology as well. So these are the few significations. Like Saturn is a planet of sorrow, Saturn is a planet of separation, Saturn is a cold planet, and it's a dark planet, and it keeps himself aloof from the world. He is into meditation all the time. These are all some qualities of Saturn we must understand first. So what happens when this Saturn conjuncts with the Moon in your chart? So now a lot of people will definitely think that this combination is a very negative combination in your chart, but this is totally false, friends. It is a negative combination in two ways. First, you need to understand what is the placement of Saturn in your birth chart. What is the signification of Saturn in your birth chart? Let's say for Taurus sign, 2 number ascendant, Saturn is the Yog Karaka for that Lagna itself. So when Saturn is placed in Aquarius sign, let's say in house number 10 in a person's chart, anyone who has a 2 number ascendant, Saturn is placed in Aquarius in number 10 sign, and at the same time Moon also conjuncts with that Saturn. So this is a Vish dosha, but this Vish dosh will never give you negative impact in your life. This is a positive Vish dosha, friends. So a lot of people might be thinking, for Vish dosha Saturn has to be negative in your chart, it has to be very weak in your chart, it must be aspected by malefics, and he must be weak in Saptavarga charts. Saptavarga divisional charts are the 7 divisional Varga charts. You can say in Hindi in Vedic Jyotish they are called Varga charts, but in English they are called divisional charts. But divisional charts is not the proper word, they are called the Varga charts. So in those 7 Varga charts called Saptavarga, when I will get time, I will make a separate video on Saptavarga and how to analyze the strength of the planet. So first you need to analyze the strength of Saturn, whether Saturn is weak in your chart, whether Saturn is strong in your chart. These all things will be decided by his position in the different Varga charts. So if this Saturn is a negative Saturn in your chart, then what happens, he will exhibit his all negative qualities into Moon, like in person's mind. So then it gives the full effect of Vish dosha. Person can go into depression, person can change his jobs very occasionally, he will be not satisfied with anything in his life, he will stay alone in his room playing with his computers and all that stuff. He will not connect to the outer world so oftenly, he will try to remain aloof. And these are the factors which you need to remember. This will only cause Vish dosha, a negative Vish dosha, if Saturn is weak in your chart. But on the other hand, on the reverse side, if you see a strong Saturn in your chart and Moon is placed with that Saturn, I have seen a lot of combinations in a lot of charts where Saturn is placed in either 10 number sign or either in 11 number sign and Moon is conjunct with that Saturn. A lot of people are into technical field, they are IT professionals, they are engineers, and they rise very, very high in their life. This Saturn and Moon conjunction, a positive Vish dosha if created in your chart, if it happens to be there in your chart, will definitely help you to rise in your life in that particular field. A lot of people who have Saturn in number 10 and Moon is conjunct with that Saturn, they are into construction business, they are into property business. And if Saturn is in Aquarius and Moon is conjunct in your chart, they are into philosophy, they are the people of philosophy, intellectuals, they are the intellectual people of the society. So this thing you have to be very careful when you analyze the charts where you see Moon and Saturn combination. Just at a glance, when you see Moon and Saturn combination, oh, you have got Vish dosha in your chart. This is totally what I can say, your education about Jyotish is still not complete. You need to study more and more Jyotish books, and you must join institutes so that your knowledge gets upgraded. So in present times, if any person who has this kind of yoga in his chart and where Saturn is strong in the conjunction of moon and moon with Saturn, and Saturn is strong. These people are very clever. These people are very clever when they get into their professional life, because Saturn is a very slow moving planet. He plans his moves very slowly, and slowly he accomplish his mission. So this is the strength of Saturn, and when that strength, a powerful Saturn, a Yoga Saturn, when exhibits his power into your mind, into the moon, then that person becomes a very clever person, a very philosophical person, a very intellectual person. But on the other hand, if the Saturn is weak and the Saturn is a negative Saturn in your chart, then that person will definitely do unlawful things in his life, because Saturn, it relates to discipline, it relates to police. So before going into this, you must be very clear that whether Saturn is a positive Saturn in your chart, or whether Saturn is a negative Saturn in your chart. So for that, you need to go through the Saptavargas, analyze the position of Saturn, analyze his strength in the birth chart, and then finally you decide whether this Saturn will give his good qualities to moon and give you rise in your life, or that Saturn will give his bad qualities, his negative qualities to the moon, and it will definitely degrade you in your life. So this is all about Vish Dosha. It's a very important subject, friends, and you need to analyze the charts very carefully when you find this kind of yoga in any charts. Thank you very much.